All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today's a very special day. Just got a new lightsaber in. This one of the first ones that was ever released at Doc Ondars in the parks in Disneyland and Disney World. It's maybe the most iconic lightsaber ever in the Star Wars universe. If it's not one, it's certainly like top 2 or 3. You'll know it as soon as I pull it out. But yeah, let's just get right into it. So this one is different than all the other lightsabers. It's sold separately. So it's sold in half. That gives it away. You have to buy 2 in order to get the full thing. And no, it is not a Saz Ventress. It is Darth Maul. Obviously, Darth Maul has a double-bladed lightsaber. I actually have one half of it right here. And what you do is you have to buy 2. So in this crate here, this has 1. We already had one half of it. And you connect them with a tool and connector piece that's in the bottom of this crate. And it's double-bladed, it's red. Obviously, he wields it around at the end of episode 1, where he kills Qui-Gon Jinn. And then when Obi-Wan Kenobi chops him in half, seemingly killing him, and then he comes back to life in Star Wars: The Clone Wars to get his revenge on Obi-Wan and fights Ahsoka and all that. But to really get this lightsaber, you have to buy 2 of these hilts. As well, you have to have 2 blades, because obviously the hilts don't come with the blades unless you're getting one of those big, long box kits. If you're just getting one of these original crates, you know, it doesn't have the hilt, so you have to do that. So this is the crate. It's got this emblem here, which is, I don't really know what the hell it is, but it's just a cool looking emblem. On the bottom it says Darth Maul, Legacy Lightsaber Hilts. It says requires 3 AAA batteries, which should be included and already installed. And yeah, this is just your typical plastic Legacy Lightsaber crate. So let's go ahead and get this thing opened up. I don't have a knife, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to actually split this with this car key. So that might be slightly challenging, although they do have... Oh, I can just do this. This works. Where's the other end? Sorry. Not as prepared as I should be. That's okay. Alright, so here it is. It's in the crate like so. Little piece of crap instruction manual. And the hilt. This is a brand new one. As you can see, the cap's in there. Just got this on eBay. Boom. All right. There's the hilt. All new. So I have the 2 completely identical hilts right here. This is the battery pack. I hope the batteries are not. I think they are. All right. Set that down. Okay. So I'll take a further look at it once it's fully assembled. But very important. Underneath this little plastic piece that displays it, there's going to be a few things. First, well, there's this piece of plastic. First, there's an Allen key, which I hope I don't need, but I might. And second, there's a connector piece, which you have to screw in both sides of the saber in order to connect it. So, take that out. This is actually a pretty hunky piece of metal. Hopefully, I can just do this without an issue. But I'm not 100% sure. All right. That's easy. This is the old one. Okay, here's the new one. Oh, I see. So there's a cap. So this back piece is a cap. And what you have to do is you have to unscrew it. This whole piece comes off. You set it aside. It reveals the battery pack, which has your 3 AAA batteries. And then it has this, like ringed. This is like the ring section. And so what you do is you can screw it in to the other side. Oh, sorry, that was really loud. Holy crikey. All right. Like, hold on. Like, if I can get it lined up. Like that. And there she is. But, as you can see, when I screwed it in, the buttons aren't perfectly lined up. So, this is where I believe the Allen key comes in. So, let's unscrew the new side. And I have to do some research about how to do this. I may have to actually like stop the video, because what I don't want to do is take a bunch of time trying to figure out on the channel or on video. So I'm not 100% sure how this works. So what I will do is I'll stop the video, I'll figure this out, and then I'll explain how to adjust it. Because when I put it on, when I just screwed it on normally, what happens is the final product is like this, and the buttons aren't quite lined up. You want these buttons to be perfectly lined up to match the replica. So I have to toy around with this, I'll figure this out, and I will get right back to you. And so I figured out what the problem was with the alignment. When I initially screwed it in, these buttons are all lined up now. These buttons were like up here while these were straight, so they weren't lined up perfectly. What you do is you take this little Allen key, and there's on one side of this connector piece, there's a hole for it. You loosen the little screw, and you can move one side of this to get them lined up perfectly so that these buttons line up. Because otherwise, these buttons are going to be all over the place. It's not going to be perfect. It's not really going to be super noticeable, but if you look at it, you want these buttons lined up. So you're going to want to make sure you do that. It's not that hard. It just takes a couple minutes of like fidgeting around with it. And basically, you just move one half of this connector piece so that it lines up with the other, so that the buttons line up. Super easy. If you just play around with it for 2 minutes, you'll figure it out. But yeah, here's the hilt. Here's Darth Maul, double-bladed. You got the emitters on either end here. These little red things twist, and that's the ignitions on both of them. You have dual CoverTech wheels right here, and then these buttons don't do anything. Little grips here, and then obviously the connector piece. But overall thoughts is it's really lightweight. This is lighter than like the Qui-Gon Jinn or the Count Dooku or Kylo Ren, but obviously this is way bigger. In terms of accuracy, I think it is very accurate outside of the connector piece. I think the connector piece is not perfectly accurate, but other than that, it's pretty good. The emitters, both of them look pretty good. And yeah, it's not a super detailed hilt, but one that's pretty cool in terms of like length. It is pretty long, but like I said, it's really not that heavy, so it's pretty nice. And it's made of like the stainless steel material. So yeah, that's pretty cool as well. So let's fire this up, and I got two, I think these might be 36-inch blades. So if that's the case, this is going to be the super long edition, but I will fire it up nonetheless. All right, let's do this. Give me a second, kill the lights here. All right, I'm going to see if I can fire it up at the same time. All right, well, I'll do one side then the other, because that's how he does it in the movie. Oh, first impressions is... Oh, I didn't lock this one in. Hold on. Oh, they wiggle a lot. They wiggle a ton. Can you guys see that? This one's glitching. Hold on one sec, guys. Give me a sec. This is the right one. The one on my right side is the new one. Alright. Awesome. Okay, so obviously my one on the left is old and taken some damage. So let me see if I can play around with this and get it to... Okay. Try it again, see if I can get it to work. It's really tight. Let's see. Okay, well, it lit up there. No, this one's loose. Okay, yeah, the first thing is the blades are super loose. So I'm not sure why that is. Why is that? Alright. They're super loose. They wiggle so much. It's like they have... Like, are you guys watching this? Like, look. It wiggles so much. Both of them. I don't know why that is. And they're in, like, pretty snug. What was that? This one wasn't, but... Yeah, they're in snug. It just wobbles so much. Oh, there they are. Here, you can hear the boot up sound up close if you want. Alright, here's boot up. Alright. Ignore that. Listen to this one. Clash. Here's deboot. Oh, here's the swing. Yeah, here's the swing. It's hard to swing this thing. It's so big. There she is. Okay. First impression is standing this thing up on its own is just insane. Because it's so freaking long. But I do want to go outside and just whirl around. But the major concern is that the blades are so loose. I don't understand why that is. I've never had this problem with any of the lightsabers. Like, oh. Okay, why is it not loose now? Hold on, let me try this out again. Let's see. Alright, plug this one in. See if I can get it. See how loose it is now? It's so wiggly. But when this one's out, it's like you don't have the inertia or something to carry through. So that's a major concern, is that the blades are super loose. But I guess it's not the end of the world. I'm going to go outside and just roll around. So we'll see. Don't mind this left one being broken. It's old, so it has a few problems, but I think it's this one. But the right one seems to work perfectly fine. Blade lights up red. This is one of the first lightsabers that was ever made for Galaxy's Edge. So the internals are as old as they can be for the Legacy line. So I'm not super concerned about that. This is a display hilt, so I'm not really worried about the internals being perfect. It works, it lights up, you can put the blades in it. The clash works. I didn't really get to check the smooth swing, but the boot up and deboot sound both sound good. So yeah, overall impressions, very nice, very, very nice. Outside of the fact that the blades wiggle when you have both of them in. Not sure why that is. I think it's just so long that they don't have a freaking choice. But when you have one in, it doesn't wiggle like you just saw. So yeah. In my opinion, them being sold separately is kind of just scammy. They did the same thing with the Asajj Ventress, except the Asajj Ventress dual wields hers, so I guess it makes more sense. But still, you'd think they would sell them together, and certainly with this one, because this is a double blade. And even when we see Darth Maul use one blade, he has the double hilt. So them selling it separately is literally just trying to get as much money as possible. So thumbs down for that. But other than that, very, very nice. Besides the blade wiggle, and don't mind the glitching, that's nothing to do with the product. That's just the fact that it's old. The thing is like 4 years old at this point, the one half of it. Besides the one that I just opened right now in front of you is brand new. A quick note on Shop Disney. Shop Disney, you stink. I ordered the Ahsoka Tano new set, her white set, back on November 30th, and literally December 17th, like days before Christmas, they canceled the order on me. I had been messaging with them on Shop Disney about the product, and they said that they guaranteed it would come Christmas Eve, and they canceled on the 17th. The only thing they gave me was a $20 coupon and free shipping. So now I have to wait until I am in an established location, like settle down in a few weeks, and then I'll try to order it again. But it's annoying because it was never listed as unavailable. The reasoning that they canceled it, they told me that the product was unavailable. I ordered it on November 30th, paid for it, and then 3 weeks later, 3 full weeks later, they said, oh, it's out of stock. How can it be out of stock if I ordered it 3 weeks ago? And it's still listed as in stock on their website, on Shop Disney, so it makes no sense. I'm furious with Shop Disney, but I am going to try to order the Ahsoka Tano set, so that review is coming next. But besides the negative, I hope you all guys all had a very Merry Christmas and have a Happy New Year, and I'll see you guys in the next video.